fourth category is Community Impact. To help us introduce the finalists and present the award, please welcome the Community Impact category sponsor representative, Jacqueline Valcito. Jacqueline is president of the Senators Community Foundation. Joining her is Anjali Delari, 2019 BYA recipient. Come on up, ladies.
Thank you, Sandra. Listen, before we get started, are there any Sens fans in the room? Are we excited about the season? Absolutely. If you have been watching the news the last couple of days, some of you may have heard an interview with our new owner, Michael Andlauer, and heard his sentiment about commitment to community. And he really feels that it's our responsibility to make an impact in our community, which is why we're so pleased to be the sponsor for this Community Impact Award. At the Senators Community Foundation, the love for our team and our city is something that we all share, because hockey isn't about any one of us, it's about all of us. With our collective heart, we can make a positive difference in the lives of children and youth in our family. And there is one thing that I know, like all of the finalists tonight, and all of you in the room, and I have lots of friends in the room, and in fact, if I may take a moment, I have one of our new foundation board members in the room, the president of the Ottawa Board of Trade, Su-Ling Ching, who's right over there. You'll see a lot of female power on the Sens Community Foundation board, just saying, ladies. So, all of us in the room, what I think we're going to do is we're going to be loud and proud to make our city of Ottawa great, aren't we? So, let's take a few minutes and let's meet these wonderful finalists.
I'm Danielle Smith, and I'm founder of A Love of Tennis, an organization for kids ages 5 and up. And we focused a lot this year on women, and we got a grant from Tennis Canada for $10,000, and we had 200 women and girls, because we're trying to promote more girls into leadership positions. And so I do a lot of mentoring to help women and girls. Some of the successes: one is the Women and Girls program, over 200 women and girls this year. And another one is a young girl who I taught when she was 5, and she volunteered 100 hours. And then I put her through a program, Tennis Canada certification program, and she taught in a leadership position and got funding to go to university. She now has 2 degrees, and 20 years later she's still with us helping on the board. I think the achievement that I'm most proud of is just starting it. It takes a big risk. I used to be a nurse at CHEO and drive by the courts, and they were all abandoned, nobody was using them. And I just took the risk and said, I'm going to use tennis as a vehicle to change people's lives. And so as I drove by, I saw them abandoned. I went to the principal. I got a lease agreement with the school board and a grant to improve the courts, and I just started from scratch. And it's changed so many lives. It's been 20 years now.
My name's Monica Chohan. I am a lawyer, strategic advisor, and I'm a facilitator. I run my own legal practice called Chohan Law, and I do a lot of strategic planning and facilitation work through Will Broadhouse Consulting. A few years ago, I had a client, a not-for-profit organization that was undergoing a lot of challenges. Their board of directors had approached me to help them to navigate the many challenges that were going on internally. And that meant that they had to do a lot of really difficult things, make a lot of really difficult decisions. They were incredibly brave, and I was there to support them through making those decisions, which can be really hard as a volunteer board. And they did what they had to do, and it was the moment when they came out the other side of that really challenging situation, and they came back and they thanked me, and they sent me this orchid that I absolutely love. That orchid meant a lot to me. That's when I knew I'm doing the kind of work that I'm meant to do. We are at a really, really difficult time in history. The needs on the ground for people to help people meet their basic needs, it's greater than ever. People need housing, people need food, people need clothes, people need mental health supports. And I think that the business community has a real opportunity to stand up and to really step into that role as, a collective community of philanthropists to support organizations that are doing on-the-ground work in our city.
My name is Natalie Maioni. I spent my whole life pretty much in education, but midway through I started a charitable organization called Helping with Furniture that furnishes the homes of people that are coming out of shelters, going into empty homes. And now I left the education world. Sadly, I miss my little ones. But I'm now the executive director of Action Housing, and we try and find housing for people, or keep them housed, so avoid issues with landlords' evictions. This woman that I left her country after massive genocide, and she had to witness absolutely unbelievable atrocities done to her family, and I won't get into it, but I couldn't even look at her in the eye without getting teary-eyed. And this woman, I always think about her because she came here alone after losing her whole family and still had the courage to take one step at a time and continue. And every time I'm like ready to say, oh my goodness, maybe I should give it up, and I think of her, and that gives me the courage to continue for sure.
Our first finalist for the Businesswoman of the Year in the Community Impact category is Danielle Smith.
Our second finalist for Businesswoman of the Year in the Community Impact category is Monica Chohan.
Wow, these are three very worthy finalists. I have the honor of opening this, and the 2023 Businesswoman of the Year for Community Impact category is, go ahead.
Natalie Maioni.
So of course I didn't prepare anything, so, but I would like to call the other two finalists because we're the Community Impact Award, and I feel like we should stand as a community anyways. And we planned this out anyways. And I think we're all deserving of this, and I really want to thank everybody. And like Christina said, you know, you make your families. I made mine in HWF, OCDSB, my new family at Action Housing, my own family. My daughter is here tonight, and it's her birthday. So it's all the support that you get, and I don't think you can have success without the families that you make in the community. So thank you, everyone.
Congratulations, nominees. Congratulations, Natalie. That was awesome. We're going to keep it going with our next category, Entrepreneurial Leadership Startup. Our presenters are Lisa Flanders, 2022 BYA recipient and volunteer on the BYA Nominations Committee. Amanda Baresi, another WBN volunteer with the BYA Gala Committee. Come on up. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here.
Thank you, Sandra. It's so exciting to be here to help present the award for the Entrepreneurial Leader Startup. The finalists in this category are all women who organize and operate a business or a group of companies, taking on financial risks, and their businesses have been operating for 1 to 3 years. We're going to watch the startup videos. We're going to watch the finalist videos, so we'll see what the finalists have to say.
My name is Erin Durant. I'm the owner of Durant Barristers here in Ottawa. We conduct business throughout Eastern Ontario and across Canada. We do litigation and investigation work. So most recently we've been in the news earlier last year as a result of being involved with the Hockey Canada investigations that were happening in terms of the hockey players and their safe sport program. So we helped them set up their new investigation process independently and got that up and running for them, which was a big achievement for us. Yeah, when I was off work during the pandemic dealing with my mental health, a senior retired judge, Thomas Cromwell, wrote me a nice email and it simply said, you know, just remember our legal career is a marathon and not a sprint. And that really stuck with me because as a high achieving person, I've always wanted to, you know, get to the next thing, the next big file, and I really was sprinting at all times. So that advice encouraged me to, you know, take breaks, go at a slower pace, and know that this is a very long career and I have many years left.
So my name's Kate and I own a gym in Westboro called Love Your Body Fitness. I've been in the fitness industry for about 20 years, very long time. I'm obsessed. I have no ability to do anything else and I'm extremely passionate about making fitness really approachable and accessible and efficient for busy, overachieving women. I mean, having my own gym is really cool. I also love that I employ women, particularly women in their childbearing years. I think that it's hard to work as a young mom with young children. Daycare is incredibly expensive. Employers aren't always easy about, you know, when your kids are sick or school's closed down again or whatever. So I actually take a lot of pride in, I hired my manager when she was pregnant, knowing that she was going on maternity leave. And when daycare is closed in the summer for their holidays, my staff all bring their kids to work and we make it work, and it's fun to have the kids around. You know, I've got a single mom that I employ, and she knows that if she ever needs to bring her daughter to work, that's just fine. So I take a lot of pride in creating a space where we support women's health, but also creating a space where women and mothers can work and make a huge impact on the community and still be allowed to be moms, you know?
Introducing Melanie McNamee. Melanie is a dynamic e-commerce entrepreneur committed to positively impacting the world through her company, Likey Designer Inflatable Pools. Since 2020, she's been on a mission to bring happiness into people's lives by designing and manufacturing beautiful, eco-friendly, and high-quality adult inflatable pools using her innovative brand building approach. Her commitment to mentoring female entrepreneurs showcases her dedication to uplifting and supporting the business community.
So our first finalist for the Businesswoman of the Year in the Entrepreneurial Leader Startup category is Erin Durant.
Our second finalist for Businesswoman of the Year in the Entrepreneurial Lead Up Startup category is Kate Laird.
And our third finalist for the Businesswoman of the Year in the Entrepreneurial Leader Startup category is Melanie McNamee.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay. And do we do this together? And the 2023 Businesswoman of the Year in the Entrepreneurial Leader Startup category is, this we do together. Oh gosh. Erin Durant.
Thank you, everyone. It's always dangerous to give a lawyer a microphone. I might not give it back. Thank you to the committee for organizing this wonderful event. Congratulations to my co-finalists who were amazing, and you should definitely check out their businesses. Special thank you to my husband, Brad, who's here. He's been my rock, and he definitely has got me through the last few years. I just want to say one thing to potentially motivate some of you who are in attendance who might be unhappy in your careers. A few years ago, as you may have saw from the video, I was having a pretty difficult time at work, and I never really thought initially that I would start my own business. And it wasn't until I interviewed with another women-owned firm where she was considering hiring me, where she said, you know, you don't need me. Why don't you just start your own business? That I really thought about it. And I started to think about it. And I encourage all of you who might be spending a lot of time banging your head against the wall, trying to think, change things, being frustrated, and think about if you spend all of that energy that you're spending internally trying to change things, not being listened to, and gather that energy and put it towards building something for yourself, just imagine what you could accomplish. And I can tell you, thank you. There's many, many women and men in this room who'd be happy to help you. So just know starting a business is an option, and if I can do it, so can you. Thank you.
It's time to meet our next category of finalists, and here to present is Jennifer Reynolds, 2019 BYA recipient and BYA Gala committee volunteer, along with her fellow Gala committee volunteer, Caitlin Spearing. Come on up.
Amanda, Sandra, you put all these things in the, what have you done? There we go. No, that's how about the chef. All right. The finalists in the Entrepreneurial Leader Emerging category are women who organize and operate a business or group of companies taking on financial risks, and their business has been operating for 3 to 7 years. Let's learn more about these finalists now.
Well, my name is Alita Burke, and I'm the co-founder and CFO at Grocer, and we help communities and individuals to grow food locally, no matter where they are. Well, it was a few years ago now. It was my business partner and I were studying at the University of Ottawa, and we learned more and more about food insecurity, especially in northern and remote communities in Canada. We thought there must be something here where we can combine technology and this challenge and find a solution, and that's what we did. Yeah, for us, we see it every day, and not just in terms of what is being grown, but also the impact on the local community level. So to give a sense, each farm grows about 8,000 pounds of produce a year, so it's helping have local access to fresh and nutritious food. But it goes more than that. You know how food kind of brings us all together. It helps create local jobs, local opportunities for bringing community together, and it's really heartwarming to see those local stories and local opportunities that they have with their farms.
My name is Heather Jeffrey, and I'm the owner and founder of Reform Design and Fabrication. We're an eco-friendly manufacturer, and I'm the lead design there at Reform. What we do is we take reclaimed and rescued materials from commercial sites, so construction sites, museums, retailers that are all closing down, and we take those materials and deconstruct them and turn them into new products to go back into businesses, such as reception desks, built-in signage, and such like that. My background is industrial design from Carleton University, so I learned a lot about material manipulation, product design, and spatial awareness in certain sets and theater and also trade shows. When I started Reform, I was working at a retailer and I saw them throw a display that definitely had potential, and they threw it in the dumpster. And I will admit, I went dumpster diving and I took that display and I deconstructed it and turned it into light fixtures. And I sold each light fixture for quite a bit. That allowed me to purchase a shipping container. So a little bit of dumpster diving, but it brought me success. The best piece of advice I've gotten is simply, you can do it.
My name is Isabel. I'm the founder and CEO of a company called Differly. And Differly, the impetus for starting Differly was thinking about the pace of change due to technology. There's no industry, job, or career that's going to be untouched by technology, and I wanted to start an organization that helps businesses to optimize for today and innovate for tomorrow. There was one mentor in particular, Nida, that always stuck with me, where we were in a room together and she just managed to really shift the discussion in a way that was so surprising. And she said you can either be a thermostat or a thermometer. And that always stuck with me, meaning you could just be someone that kind of reads the room and reads the temperature, so maintaining status quo, or set the temperature. You be the one that is the change maker. And that always stuck with me in terms of, you have to know what your role is, and there's a role for both, but I tend to be the one that wants to set the temperature, make the change happen. So I think entrepreneurship was a good fit for me for that reason. I just don't believe in regrets. You have to be willing to be wrong to be an entrepreneur. You're going to be wrong a lot. I've been wrong a lot, and I do think that's a difference between. That's another good lesson I've learned. The difference between just managing and leading. So, you know, managing is more about authority, and leading is really about responsibility. So, responsibility is you're going to be. You don't just take responsibilities for the wins, it takes responsibility for the losses. So I don't regret anything because every failure is, you know, it sounds trite, but every failure is really a lesson. It's just, okay, how not to do it again. Let's not do that again. Let's do it this way. So I don't regret anything.
Here in the Entrepreneurial Leader Emerging category is Alita Burke. That's neat.
Love Taylor Swift. All right, our second finalist for the Businesswoman of the Year in the Entrepreneurial Leader Emerging category is Heather Jeffrey.
And our third and final finalist for Businesswoman of the Year in the Entrepreneurial Leader Emerging category is Isabelle Perrault. Get them. Yeah, sure. And the 2023 Businesswoman of the Year in the Entrepreneurial Leader Emerging category is Alita Burke.
Hello, everyone. I came with a little thing, so I make sure I don't miss anyone. But I first want to say thank you so much for this opportunity. I felt such an incredibly warm welcome from the WBN network, and I think it just goes to show the amazing network of women leaders we have here in Ottawa and just this event in general. So thank you so much to Karen and everyone else who put this event together. Your hard work does not go unnoticed. It's been a pleasure to celebrate tonight. And a major theme with that, what I was saying before about the wonderful group of women, I think is encapsulated with the lovely ladies that are part of this category with me. I've had the honor of working with both of them in my journey at Grocer. Heather designed our signage at our office, and it's amazing. You should check her out. And Isabel, we worked on a go-to-market strategy together back in pre-COVID, and just has been a joy to continue to collaborate and cross paths. So it's an honor to be in this category with you both. So thank you so much. Of course, none of this would be possible without the hard work of our grocer team, some of whom are here today. So I wanted to make sure to give a big shout out. It's always a roller coaster ride in an entrepreneurial journey, and they've stuck it with the highs and the lows. So thank you so much. You're joining on this mission. It's been a pleasure working with all of you. especially the women leaders. Can't go out without shouting them out. It's your incredible talent and your creativity and your expertise. It's a joy to work with you all each and every day, so thank you so much. And lastly, I just wanted to give a shout out to my business partner, Corey. We started this journey together many moons ago, but always working with you, I find new opportunities and new ways of looking at challenges and opportunities. So it's been a true gift to kind of experience all of this with you. So thank you so much. So with that, of course, I have to thank my friends and family. It's been support me through this journey. I couldn't have done it without you. But thank you so much, and I look forward to celebrating with all of you tonight. So thank you.
Okay, congratulations to all the winners so far, and of course the nominees. Let's give it up! Yes! I feel like the dessert is starting to kick in, and you guys are all getting a little bit sleepy. Is that correct? Okay, so let's start clapping for the next category. Are you guys ready? Let's go! Okay, we're gonna keep this going. Is the coffee coming out soon? Because we're gonna need that. For our Entrepreneurial Leadership Established category, our presenters are Margot Sunter, Chief Innovation Officer and Chief Operating Officer of GGFL LLP. That's a hell of a title. I love it. That's a sponsor for our category. Joining Margot on stage is Shirley West-Hindy, 1997 BYA recipient. Please give these ladies a warm welcome.
Okay, great, thank you. So GGFL has been sponsoring and supporting the Women's Business Award for about 15 years, and we're delighted to be part of the celebration again this year. Our firm has been building relationships and helping Ottawa's successful business owners for more than 75 years. That's 75 years of change while managing to stay true to our core values. And today, I think we've been hearing it already, change is the only constant. It's often exhausting, it's often confusing, and it's always time-consuming. It's part of my job as Chief Innovation Officer to anticipate change, recognize what part of it might have long-term value for the businesses that we work with, or what might be superfluous to our needs. However tempting, what part is just a passing fad. What I have learned is that change is often arrives in small steps, not in sweeping radical strides. But taking even those small steps, I think as we've heard tonight, takes courage. And the good news is that wherever change is happening, you'll invariably find success. And those small incremental changes that can together make a significant and seemingly impossible aspiration happen. And I like to call them, or we call them, bright spots. So these awards are exactly that, a glittering, inspirational gathering of bright spots. Our nominees, finalists, and our businesswomen who have met the challenges, made the challenges, and are making a difference. So on behalf of GGFL, we congratulate all of the nominees, finalists, and winners to all of our bright spots. So the Entrepreneurial Leader Established category, the finalists are women who organize and operate a business or group of companies taking on financial risks, and their business has been operating for 7 or more years. Let's hear what they have to say.
I'm Carol Ring. I'm the CEO of the Culture Connection, which is a business that I started after about 25 years in the telecommunications industry. And really I got into that because of the passion I have for having people do their very best work and giving them the conditions, the right culture to do that. So it's a management consulting business. I offer executive coaching as well, because one of the things I find leaders are most challenged with is when they're trying to put something into action, they actually need some support along the way. And so that coaching falls very naturally in behind it. And also, I do executive coaching because I've done mentoring for so many years, and it just seems very natural to add that to the business. The decision to leave my corporate life and to start up an entrepreneurial job was a big one to make, and it really came out of a course that I was on called the Judy Project for Senior Executive Women. And I came out of that leadership course with a huge new perspective, not inspired or motivated, but actually I came out with a sense of obligation that I needed to be more and to do more. And so, you know, being in one organization and only being able to make change in one organization seemed so narrow after that. Whereas if I had started my own business, I could go out and help so many more organizations.
So my name is Janet Lawless, and I own Six Tigers Academy. It's a karate school in Manotick, just outside of Ottawa. And we have students right from age 3 all the way up to students in their 80s. So for me, I was at the end of a very difficult marriage, and I had a little bit lost sight, I had completely lost sight of who I was. And I joined a karate school because it was close by and because I knew the owners and they were nice people, and I had just had twins and I wanted to get my body back. But what I found there was something completely different. I found a path back to me. And that was something that I wanted to be able to provide to other women everywhere and also to the greater community. So our school, we welcome students who are differently abled. We welcome students of all ages and all backgrounds, because it's not about Fight Club, right? It's about finding that path to your best self. One of the things that an incredible mentor told me early on is look at what you're avoiding, right? Because that will often show you a path to what's broken in your business or where you can elevate in your business. So that's been a wonderful piece of advice. And, you know, also don't take yourself too seriously.
So my name is Lydia DiFrancesco, and I'm a workplace wellness specialist. So I work with organizations and help support their employees in making sure that they're taking care of their wellness, making sure that organizationally things are set up so that people can be thriving in their work environments. I think I'm the most proud of still being here and still doing this work. You know, it's been 11 years. And it hasn't always been easy. There was definitely a number of years ago I was almost ready to quit because it was really hard, and I decided, you know, I'm just gonna give it another try, 6 more months. And then within that time, I was able to turn things around, and I was able to really focus on the work that I really love to do. And you know, I'm still here, and who knows what the future holds, but I know it's gonna be really exciting.
So although I know there's a lot of excitement waiting for the finalists here, I just wanted to share with you that I was at Betty Gitten's ceremony 40 years ago in a small restaurant on Prince of Wales Drive, and she was one of the reasons why you're all here tonight, because there were a small group, and I wasn't, initially I came on about 3 years after the founders, and I have to say I'm disappointed tonight. This committee went out of their way to encourage past recipients to come tonight, and I thought I'd see a little more of the old guard, but I also wanted to share that in our era, we were told ahead of time we were getting the award, and for me, the difficulty of selling tickets to somebody to come out and celebrate my success was very difficult. Tonight it's the Academy Awards, and I love it. But it was a lot simpler in my era. So with that, we'll carry on, Margot. And yeah, she inspired me 40 years ago, and she still inspires me tonight. My best friend. So.
Thanks. So our first finalist of the Business Women of the Year in the Entrepreneurial Leader Established category is Carol Rind.
So I'm not sure. This is the envelope, I guess. Eh?
You have the
Okay. And our second finalist for Businesswoman of the Year. Oh, sorry. Our second finalist for Businesswoman of the Year in the Entrepreneurial Leadership Established category is Janet Lawless.
And our third finalist for Businesswoman of the Year in the Entrepreneurial Leader Established category is Lydia DeFrancesco.
This is the envelope, eh? Okay. As in the Academy Awards, opening the envelope, and the winner is Lydia DeFrancesco.
Wow. Yay. Oh, and my friends. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I'm shaking. I'm going to be pretty short. I just want to say thank you so much to WBN. Like Christina said, honestly, it's such a great group of women. If you haven't ever been to an event, I highly encourage you to attend. Huge shout out to the nominations committee and the jurors. Thank you for picking me. And to the gala committee as well. You guys have done a fantastic job. I also want to say thank you to my husband, Dan, who is very supportive and encourages me in everything that I do. And I was reflecting on what I was going to say if I won, and I realized that even though I am in business for myself, I am a solopreneur, it's all me, I actually haven't done it on my own. And I've been part of masterminds group. Shout out to Jenny and Val for the OG mastermind group that we had, actually because of the WBN. I've hired business coaches. I have a business bestie that we do voice notes every morning to each other on what our priorities are for the day. And so if you are in business for yourself, or even if you have a job and you work in an office and that sort of thing, you don't have to do things alone. There's a lot of people around to support you. I know WBN actually has a really great mentorship program. And so if you're looking for a mentor, there's a lot of options out there. I know even Startup Canada has a lot of mentors. So I encourage you to not feel like you have to do things alone, that there are a lot of people out there who will be happy to support you and help you in whatever your journey looks like. So thank you again.
Congratulations to Natalie. Okay, we're gonna kind of like do something a little different right now, and we're gonna bring somebody back on stage, and I'm so excited about this next category. It is time to recognize our Lifetime Achievement category finalists. Earlier this evening, I think we were all lucky enough and honored enough to meet our honorary BYA chair and first BYA recipient back in 1983, Betty Hope Gittins. So Betty, we'd like to invite you back on stage with Roseanne Whiting, 2022 BYA recipient, and you are going to present the next category.
Well, here we are again, and it's the finalists in the Lifetime Achievement category, and the women who have earned recognition and respect and have significantly impacted their field and community throughout their career. Let's hear from our finalists now.
I'm Claire Beckton. I'm the founder of Own Your Own Success, and I work in partnership with the Beacon Agency often. We do an Advancing Women in Leadership program, which is 5 days long, and it's aimed at helping women understand who they are as leaders, become empowered to continue to advance in leadership, because we have an underrepresentation of women in leadership roles across the sectors. I'm a lawyer by profession. I taught it, I was in senior leadership roles, and I realized early on when I was the head of status of women that if we didn't have women in leadership roles, we couldn't change what was happening on the ground, because they weren't providing their input into that decision making. Well, I think one of the, I learned a lot of lessons because I made a lot of mistakes along the way, and one was thinking I could do it on my own. And also, learning that you need to have help, that you can ask for help, mentors, coaches. A second thing was not understanding about networking, because I grew up in a small village on a farm. You knew everybody. So I didn't understand the importance of networking, and that was one of the things I learned along the way. And what a difference that can make, not only to help you, but also to help others. I'm a connector. I like to connect people. And so if you come to me and say, look, I'm struggling with this, can you help me? And I might say, well, I can't, but I know Jane and she's going to help you, so I'll connect you. So that's one of the wonderful things, and that's one of the things we try to instill in the women too, how important that networking is, and to use your network. No point having a network if you never use it, right? One of my greatest joys has been mentoring others and being able, when you see that they suddenly see that they can do something, and that makes you feel wonderful as well. And you learn from them. I learn a lot from people I mentor. So some of those are my greatest achievements. I mean, I've been in senior roles, but that's great. But it's what you do in those roles that really matters. The people that you help, the people that you lift up and bring along with you. That's what I think is most important.
My name is Claudia Courchain. I'm a dentist here in Ottawa. I've been a dentist for 22 years, but I was actually 9 years old when I decided I wanted to become a dentist. And yeah, I thought that was the best profession to match like arts and science, and I always liked school. So yeah, I decided to go for it, and I graduated. I was 22 years old. I'm not sure if I want to say that my practice is special or anything, but I just find that I would be happy to represent the dentist as businesswomen, because we're rarely seen as businesswomen. Because we study to be a health provider. I don't want to advertise myself as being a good businesswoman because it doesn't look great to the public view. I'm just happy that I'm able to employ 14 people and to be able to grow the business. I grow in space, and I have more patients that I'm able to help. So yes, that translates on being a businesswoman, and I'm proud of it, but there's a bit of a taboo of saying as a
healthcare provider to see yourself as a businesswoman, and I would like to help other businesswomen, dentists, to see that, like, no, we need to be proud. Like, we work hard to be where we're at, and you know, let's get recognized.
So Rima couldn't be here tonight, so I've been asked to read her bio. Rima Aristocrat is a distinguished leader in education and community development with over 35 years of experience as the president and CEO of Willis College. Rima is also the founder and executive director of TechnoWave Inc., where she spearheaded innovative leadership programs to empower Indigenous peoples and foster economic growth and development. Rima is a dedicated advocate for education and community development, committed to empowering individuals and communities across Canada and fostering a brighter future for all.
Let's give a hand to her.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Our first finalist for Businesswoman of the Year in the Lifetime Achievement category is
Claire
Beckton.
Our second finalist for Businesswoman of the Year in the Lifetime Achievement category is Dr. Claudia Korsheny. And our third finalist for Businesswoman of the Year in the Lifetime Achievement category is Rima Aristocrat. Rima was unable to be with us this evening to celebrate, but we say congratulations to all the Lifetime Achievement finalists. Now, let's see who the recipient is. The 2023 Businesswoman of the Year in the Lifetime Achievement category is Claire Beckton.
Now, I'm kind of overwhelmed. Usually that's surprising for me. But first, I want to say thank you to the BYA for this wonderful honor. It is a tremendous organization. I've worked a lot and done a lot of studies around women entrepreneurs, and I know the challenges that women entrepreneurs face. So it's so wonderful when there's an organization that actually highlights and shows the successes of women entrepreneurs. And we know that every woman entrepreneur in this room and all the women entrepreneurs out there contribute so much to Canadian society, both to their communities and to the economic well-being of this country. So I want to congratulate all the amazing women entrepreneurs who are here tonight, the award winners, and those who are here supporting them. And thank you again to Karen Wilson and her committee for all the work that she's done to make this gala such a success. Thank you.
We'll take all. Table, Betty. Oops. See you at the table, Betty. Table 4 is where the party's at. You guys are missing out on the best table. Who else thinks they're at the best table? There's one guy at the back doing this. 100% you guys are having fun. That's awesome. We're down to our last 2 categories. You guys ready? 2 categories to go, so let's meet the finalists for the Enterprise Leader Driven category. We've got a fabulous pair of BYA recipients who are going to present this category. Please welcome Francis Manorino, who received the BYA in 2014, and Priya Yoganathan, a 2022 BYA recipient. Welcome, ladies.
I don't have the speech. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sandra. It's wonderful to be here again, to see such a full room. It's so nice to be able to get out and enjoy things like this. This is a wonderful event, and it's nice to see everybody here. The finalists for the Enterprise Leader Driven category are women who have worked in for-profit, not-for-profit, non-governmental organization, social enterprise, charities, or foundations for 1 to 7 years. Let's watch the video to learn more about these finalists.
My name is Candace Shaw, the Executive Director at the Ottawa Rape Crisis Centre. We support survivors of sexual and gender-based violence in the Ottawa region. We provide counseling supports, we provide accompaniment, we provide group counseling, and we do research and advocacy to support those with lived experience of violence, both gender and sexual-based violence. So we've had a survivor come to us who was experiencing sex trafficking, who was facing a series of choices that they were up until coming to us having to face alone, about their safety, about who they can talk to, how to exit safely, what are their options, is there a life after having been trafficked? And we have been working with this individual and many individuals like this individual over the course of the last couple of years since I've come into my position. And I can say with relief and with gratitude that this individual has successfully exited human trafficking, has been able to use our service navigation services to continue their healing journey. We pride ourselves on being a survivor-centered organization, meaning that when people with lived experience come to us, we ask them what healing looks like to them. What does success look like for them? What is a life that they would like to live? And we then work with them to set up services and to help consider the options available to them that would help them realize those goals. And this has been a truly gratifying experience to watch this individual not only survive their experience, but thrive in getting access to other services, to find housing for them and their children, and to move into work that is meaningful for them.
My name is Cindy Menor. I'm the Senior Director of Philanthropy for the Dave Smith Youth Treatment Center. I work alongside the center in helping raise funds to build a much needed treatment facility in our city, and rally around our clinical staff to help them build new programs and to get youth the help that they need. So at the Dave Smith Youth Treatment Center, we serve youth aged 13 to 21 that are struggling with addiction and mental health issues. We provide them 3 months of living care, 3 months of aftercare, as well as full psychiatric assessment, nurse practitioner, psychotherapy, group therapy, wellness, athletics. School is a big part of our program. I can't say enough about this facility. They're near and dear to my heart. I sat in shame for quite a while as a mother, not understanding addiction. It was never part of my life, and finally my son and I, we decided to speak openly about what was going on in our family, and a beautiful village of people came out to support us, which totally surprised us. And through that village, we found the Dave Smith Youth Treatment Center, and Hunter entered into there and spent Christmas in treatment and spent his 17th birthday, and they saved his life, and he is now close to 6 years sober.
Hi, my name is Kayla Isabel, and I'm the CEO of Startup Canada. I help entrepreneurs build the businesses of their dreams. I had a moment, so we're doing this cross-Canada tour. So we're going to Whitehorse and Halifax and Vancouver and Calgary and all across the country, helping entrepreneurs start their businesses. After the pandemic, so many companies have shut down, they're restarting, people are looking to entrepreneurship out of a necessity, so it's a really important time for entrepreneurs in this country right now. And we were in Halifax, and we had invited incredible founders to take the podium and essentially share their stories. We did a lot of research, we talked to partners, we went into the ecosystems themselves to find these entrepreneurs. And one of the stories that we were profiling was this incredible newcomer to Canada, and he had opened a grocery store that sort of profiled different Afro-Caribbean products. He imported them and then would sell them to the Nova Scotian community. And so he was on stage, and he came up to me after this presentation and said, "Kayla, no one's ever asked me to tell my story. I sit alone in my grocery store." And it makes me choked up thinking about it. He said, I sit alone in my grocery store every single day, and no one ever asks me how I'm doing or what challenges I've experienced. And during the worst time of his life, leaving his family in East Africa, coming to Canada, not knowing anybody, navigating life as a newcomer, building this incredible entrepreneurial venture. And we were able to give him that podium and that stage to say, this has been really hard, and to create that community around him and rally that support, give him that space and recognition. And that's what I get to do across the country every single day. I get to find these stories, find these founders, make them feel really seen and heard, and get inspired myself with the incredible innovations and products and offerings that all of these incredible Canadians are building. It is so inspiring, and actually being able to see that in real life is the best part of the job.
Our first finalist for the Businesswoman of the Year Enterprise Leader Driven category is Candace Shaw.
And our second finalist for Businesswoman of the Year in the Enterprise Leader Driven category is Cindy Menor.
And our third finalist of the Business Woman of the Year Enterprise Leader-Driven category is Kayla Isabel. And the 2023 Businesswoman of the Year Enterprise Leader-Driven category is
Candace Shaw.
So I did not prepare a speech, but I will speak candidly and say thank you, Chi-Miigwech. Thank you for this opportunity and 40 years. What a huge opportunity with such inspiring women and the women I've seen come before and the women I've seen on the roster. What a wonderful opportunity. Firstly, I just want to say thank you to my parents, Penny and Brian, for being such supportive people and supporters of free thought and accepting me for who I am, as difficult as that might be sometimes. My partner, Eric, my zucchini Kim, to Dancia, to Monica Johan, for those people who have supported along the way, thank you, because it's not an easy path, but I also want to recognize 40 years is a huge accomplishment for the BYAs. Thank you for acknowledging women's incredible capacity to juggle many things. To Betty, thank you, Betty Giddens, for paving the path for us, for being the giant on which we can stand on shoulders to achieve great things. Thank you. Chi-Miigwech. Thank you all for being here. And lastly, thank you to those who see not-for-profit as a way to support those with lived experience of violence, those who have experienced multiple challenges, and those who want to see change for the better now and into the future. Thank you, everybody, for being here.
Congratulations to all our recipients tonight. We have one more award to hand out. Are you ready? Oh, I know you are. And I want to commend these two ladies because they knew that they were the final presenters and they had to go easy on the bar, and that was tough. Okay, that was a tough thing to do. And I just broke the first rule. I'm sorry, Karen. We are down to our last category, Enterprise Leader Accomplished. And I am pleased to invite my colleague, this is Samantha Hasty from KISS 105.3. She is my motorcycle riding buddy, and nobody is a bigger badass on a Harley than this one. I love that this is what is Harley? It's just yes, it is. And this next lady, you probably know because most of you have probably been helped in a divorce. I know I sought a couple of, I got her liquored up last year, and I'm like, Catherine, let me ask you a couple of questions. I'm divorced already, because that's come back for more money? Anyway, the answer was no. In case any of you are in this, oh, I broke the rule again. Sorry, Karen. You guys are gonna edit this later, right? Okay, clearly some of us broke the rule and kept drinking. Please welcome Catherine Cooligan, Samantha Hasty, and I guess they've invited me to present this next award as well.
Okay, wow, yes. So Sandra got involved in motorcycle riding, I think maybe because of me. That's true. So Sandra, Catherine, very happy and blessed to be on the stage with these two great ladies and such an amazing, talented group of women in this room. Give your applause to every single one of you tonight. Wow. There's been so many awards and so many, beautiful stories, and I'm just happy to be a part of it. For almost 20 years, KISS 105.3 has been entertaining our listeners. Whether you're listening on the radio, in your car, through an app on your smart speakers at home, or streaming online, you must admit the conversations are pretty hilarious. Hello, we've got Sandra. She's kind of a big deal, I think. So tonight I am very proud and I'm very honored to be here standing representing KISS 105.3 because of their continued support for women in leadership roles. So again, we're very, very happy to be here as a sponsor. So yes, thank you. And thank you for listening to Sandra and Chris. We do know that Sandra, she runs the show. So it's time, we've all been waiting for. I know it's the last one of the evening. I'm very excited for this group of women. The finalists in this category for the Enterprise Leader Accomplished category are women who work in not-for-profit, for-profit, not-for-profit, non-governmental organizations, social enterprises, charity, or a foundation for more than 7 years. So let's hear now what the finalists have to say.
My name is Jennifer Van Noort. I'm Vice President of Philanthropy at the Ottawa Hospital Foundation, and I have been with the Ottawa Hospital Foundation 20 years now. I had a bit of an aha moment, a bit of a light bulb moment, I think. I was very proudly working at Carleton University, as you know, with an incredible team there, very proudly raising money for my alma mater. But when my husband and I were blessed with our first child 20 years ago, she was born prematurely and spent her first many days at the hospital. And so I had this moment where I witnessed the doctors and nurses caring for our baby as if she were the only one in the entire nursery. And for me, it was really galvanizing to say, I love raising money, but I want to do that for healthcare. I want to give back to doctors and nurses and researchers, and it's become my absolute passion. I feel so privileged that I have been inspired by so many people in my career, and I think what stands out the most is that they have gone first. So they don't wait, they just go for it. They believe in what they're doing, or they believe in the cause, and they go for it. And so for me, that take action approach is something I live by. I have long admired it. And I see it every day with the healthcare professionals. They're saving lives every minute of every shift of every day. I see it with my colleagues. Again, they're going first. They could be working for any charity, but they do it here. I see it with donors. Nobody has to make a donation, but they go first. They put their hand up and say, I'd like to give back. So I think this whole notion of just going for it and going first is a bit of a mantra, I think, that I've really bought into.
My name's Kim Stone. I'm the Senior Vice President of Finance and Operations at Geotech Scientific, Inc. We're a technology company here in Ottawa that creates sensors for concrete and other related technology. So I started my career with KPMG in Halifax. So I'm a chartered accountant by trade, but completed my executive MBA here in Ottawa a few years ago and have sort of broadened my scope in doing so. So I look after finance, HR, IT, sort of all of the corporate services functions for Geotech. I started my career in accounting mostly because I was good at it. But I did my time at the firm and knew I always wanted to be in business leadership. And so that's what inspired me to create complete the executive MBA program about 6 years ago now. Is I wanted to sort of broaden my role and just get out of the books and actually be able to apply the numbers to helping grow the business.
I'm Shelley True, founder and president of True Design. We are a strategic marketing and branding firm here in Ottawa. I founded the company 11 years ago, and we focus primarily on real estate, architecture, and development industries. We provide those industries with all forms of marketing, from their branding of new communities straight down to designing sales centers and doing all of their ongoing digital and print marketing. I learned that I could be the bottleneck a lot of the times. When I acquired Avenue Design in 2015, we grew from 3 employees to 8 to 15 in 2 years, and realized I am not able to physically manage that much staff. So it was important for me to build up the second level of leadership in order to divide and conquer. So the one word I would say is humility. It's important as a business leader, you really want to empower your team to feel that they can lead their own projects, that they can stand up and challenge you. I want to be challenged all the time. We also have clients that come to us with a business idea, or they've been in business for 30 years, and they really want your expertise, but they know their business the most. So if we come in with egos, it just gets their back up, and it's not open communication. So marketing is about listening more so than talking. So humility in terms of anything that you're going to achieve, it's respected. I do hate the term boss. Everyone knows, don't call me boss. I refer to my colleagues as colleagues. I've had people say, oh, do you work at True Design? I say, yes, I do. I'm very good at making the coffee.
So our first finalist for Businesswoman of the Year in the Enterprise Leader Accomplished category is Jennifer Van Noort.
Our second finalist for Businesswoman of the Year in the Enterprise Leader Accomplished category is Kimberly Stone.
Our third finalist for Businesswoman of the Year in the Enterprise Leader Accomplished category is Shelley True.
Okay, are we ready? The 2023 Businesswoman of the Year in the Enterprise Leader Accomplished category is, come on ladies.
Well, we say it together.
Ready? Jennifer Van Noort!
Okay, sounds good. Oh, thank you! I'm so profoundly grateful. I know I'm standing between all of you and going home, so I take this role very seriously. I am humbled beyond words and so profoundly grateful. Thank you. Congratulations to these wonderful women. I have long said about the Women's Business Network that amazing things happen when strong, courageous, talented women support and celebrate strong, courageous, talented women, and we're witnessing that tonight. Thank you. I have been a proud member of the WBN for 14 years, and so I've attended many of these galas, and I used to watch all of the distinguished women come on this stage, and I didn't think I could be here, and let me tell you why. I want to give profound thanks for the WBN, including the nonprofit sector. I don't think it's always understood that charitable work is not easy. It's hard work, and there are so many wonderful leaders doing this work. And I'm not the CEO. I am a leader, a proud leader, and my CEO, who's here tonight, gives me a voice, gives me a seat at the table, and that means so much to me because I can really affect change. So thank you. I wasn't sure if I could be up here. It is the greatest joy to be involved in the work that I'm doing to raise $500 million to build a brand new hospital campus for every patient in this city. 100 years ago, this city rallied around building a new hospital, and now they paid it forward to us, and it's our turn now to make it possible for everybody else, and I consider that the greatest privilege of my life. I will finish up right now. I'm inspired every day by my incredible colleagues who could do their job anywhere else in the country. They choose to do it for the Ottawa Hospital. Donors who go first and give back because they want patient care to be better. The WBN who gives this platform to women to just give us a voice, which is so invigorating. I spend every minute of every day thinking about healthcare and philanthropy. It doesn't leave much time in the day for my incredible husband and beautiful children, so thank you for being my cheerleaders. I don't have a right to give anybody advice here because you're such a talented group. I will only say this is what my mentors have said to me, and you're all in this room. Go first, be passionate, be inspired every day, and amazing things will happen, and that's a testament to this, and thank you.
And you were chosen out of an enormous pile of applications to be here. So congratulations for all you've done and achieved in your business and your work. You're amazing, all of you, and it has been an absolute pleasure getting to know all of these finalists. we really couldn't do this without the support of our sponsors, so please do support them. And also our fabulous host who's been with us for, we were talking earlier, like a decade now. And so Sandra, we have just a small gift to you. And Jennifer's hand, she said, is it alcohol? So be sure to mark your calendars for October 17th, 2024, where we're going to be right back here again with another crop of amazing women to celebrate. And I'm going to leave you with some timeless words from our finalists.
Honesty and truth.
Respect. Resilience.
Authenticity.
Trailblazer.
Believe in yourself.
Be tenacious.
Compassionate.
Persistence. Go all in.
Self-care.
Integrity.
Fearless leader.
Determined.
Enthusiasm.
Humility.
Dedication. Stubbornness.
Go first.
Set big goals.
Have a purpose.
You can do it.
Challenge the status quo.
Be a straight shooter.
It's a journey.